Scene that makes it go.
Oh, there we go. It looks like we're starting now.
Alright, there we go. Had a little bit of lag there.
Both of these runners going Pharaoh first right out the gate.
Awesome. It's good to see, a little bit of that. We have a lot of runners where they'll, some will go Pharaoh first, some will go Bright first. It's neat to see both of these go on Pharaoh first this time around. It's a bit of divergence there.
For sure. Should imagine down those scorpions just heading over there, getting to that balloon.
And Pharaoh first usually saves, if done right, it can save about 6 seconds overall. You've really got to have some pretty good movement mixed in with some good balloon work, good Pharaoh work on a Bright fight. It's going to be fun to see how they negotiate Pharaoh first this run.
Absolutely.
Both are experienced runners, both should handle it really well.
Really good sync on both screens too when they go grab that balloon there. It was cool.
Awesome.
Glad to see them both get it.
Beautiful balloon gets. Now you can manipulate these platforms to not shoot those little bullets, because those bullets will create a little bit of on-screen lag, but not a lot. It's not going to slow down the runners by too much, but it's a neat little trick if you can kind of manipulate them to not shoot those, which you got to stand on the far left edge and then slide over once the next platform comes on screen. And it'll kind of trick them into not shooting. Like the greatjhon just got one of them.
Yeah, there's just so many little optimizations throughout the game of trying to reduce lag along the way, and it makes such a big difference in the end time.
It definitely adds up for sure. Right, man, we got some good sync going on here. Both
yeah, maybe a second difference entering that first door. And here's everybody's one of everybody's favorite Robot Masters. Hopefully he's not too jumpy right now and we love him.
I call him Jumpy McGee because he likes to jump a lot. He jumps like a little schoolgirl sometimes, but they are making good work of him. Stand a little bit close to him because sometimes you can manipulate the bosses to not do the jumps, and by standing closer to him. Where in Dive Man's case, or Drill Man's case, you can kind of stand a little close to him and keep him from diving on you.
And greatjhon getting a center kill there, which was nice. Both of them, I think, tried the animation skip, didn't seem to happen. This one isn't easy to get, though.
It's really hard. It's a lot harder to get the animation skip in Pharaoh than it is in Dive Man stage. I'm way more consistent in Dive Man stage than Pharaoh. I'm not surprised that people miss it because it's hard. It's tricky.
Well, both of them with a good first stage entering Bright now. Here's the land of a million resets right now, this jump. Yeah. Looks like greatjhon gets it.
Yep.
No problem. And Itchy's across too.
Props of both runners being so synced up right now. It's just really cool to see.
Yeah, hopefully this race stays nice and tight throughout, and we have fun watch in our hands.
It'd be interesting to see what they do here, whether they switch to balloons or Pharaoh for those totems coming up. Which balloons, the balloon tricks are kind of tricky, so they might want to keep it safe here. Which looks like greatjhon's going to play it safe.
Yeah, just stay on Buster, take it slow, and stay alive, which is half of the battle in this game. That's going to be so costly.
Yeah, and it's definitely tricky. You see the difference here. Buster, you'll take 8 shots to kill a totem, whereas Pharaoh, you only need 3 shots. So a little bit of difference, but still both getting through the screen just fine. Nice safe strats. Man, when I was a kid, this screen right here, this blacked out room just trolled me so hard.
Man, this room has trolled me as recently as a week ago. So
it can be difficult sometimes, that's for sure.
A clean approach to this stage for both of our runners as well. And they'll be taking out Brightman with Pharaoh shot.
It's interesting because Brightman has a little trick. He will use his flash stopper at 16-8 health life. So you kind of want to offset your charge shots with a smaller shot to offset his life value so he doesn't flash you, which will save you a lot of time in this fight. Both runners making it look easy.
Yeah, great job by both of them.
With Bright Man down, both.
We have opposite facing pixels, which is kind of great going right now.
Which is really great, and they both get it just flawlessly. That's just awesome to see, man. These runners are doing a great job so far.
Yeah, it's one heck of a start to this.
That's right.
All right, we haven't seen any balloons yet, but we're definitely about to now that we're entering into Ringman stage.
This Ringman vertical is a pain, but with balloons, it's a lot easier. Skip through these next few screens pretty easily. Oh wow, it looks like greatjhon's using flash stopper strats, which is nice and safe for a run, but ultimately just a tad bit slower than the balloons. You'll see Itchy making it to the top a lot faster. But definitely a lot safer strats for greatjhon there, which I don't blame him a bit, man. There's a lot of pressure in this type of tournament atmosphere. Don't want to mess up, which you can do a lot. And you know, this stage, you got to really conserve your health and ammo, and using flash, you just optimizes your health values because you can end up at the end of the stage with a lot more health than you would if you're using balloons and Pharaoh throughout the rest of the stage.
For sure, really interesting seeing that, giving just enough time for Itchy to catch up, and they're so in sync going through this stage right now.
It's crazy. It's just neck and neck the whole way. It's awesome to see. I hope this entire run stays just like this. This is amazing. And this room can be very tricky, but both runners making it through fairly easily. Getting a lot of those Saturns out of the way. Gets some of that on-screen lag off there. Obviously, the faster you get enemies off the screen, the less lag you have to worry about.
Ooh, Itchy's gonna opt for the back deboost off of the second ring man, or ring guy, whatever the ring thing. What are they called? Ring? Huh?
Rings, yeah, they hit like a Mack truck, so take a back deboost.
But consuming some health for the fight here.
Ringman has no RNG to him. He's pretty much scripted. He does the exact same thing over and over again, so fairly easy fight by both these runners.
Just like that, both of them are going to be leaving the stage at pretty much exactly the same time.
Just mere seconds off from each other. It's amazing.
Well, you just said something about RNG, and it looks like we're about to hit the point in this game where boss RNG kind of starts playing a bit of a factor, because Dustman is up next.
Yeah, Dustman definitely sucks, and you know he can get you right in there where he just sucks you to death, and it's not a good thing when you're running out. You can body hit him and kind of stop him from sucking you know, for a little bit, but man, once you get down to a certain amount of health, you just can't avoid it. You have to wait for it to get done. You're gonna use a lot of flash stopper, I can't even talk right. Flash stopper through here to get through the first part of Dustman, which is nice and safe strats.
It'd certainly be a weapon of choice in the for sure. Same. It's definitely like the weapon of choice for the 8 robos. Is the flash stopper comes in use quite a bit.
It does, and it's because you know, when you're sliding, your global countdown for the on-screen freeze it just stops, so you can potentially use it for entire screens at a time. You know.
Ooh. We got another divergence in strats here when we get to the crushers. greatjhon opting for the buster strats, while Itchy is going to use ring.
It's neat to kind of see this diversity between the two and just see how they negotiate each time.
Absolutely.
greatjhon had... Oh no, Itchy is having some troubles clearing out those crusher blocks. Takes the death. Which ain't going to set him back too far, but it's still a pretty significant time loss here.
Yeah, especially in a race this close right now.
Now you see Itchy going for the buster strats here. I wonder if he'll go for the crusher zip. You can zip through these crushers, as I like to do. But
yeah, I think I've seen that maybe once in this tournament.
Yeah.
All right, let's see if Dustman's a good boy.
Oh, look at that. He just stood there and took it like a champ. Took those rings to the face like a champ. Let's go.
You can't ask for anything better.
Right. Really good. Making her way.
Really good pace for greatjhon. Just over 10 minutes out of dust.
That's good. That's a really good pace. It's on fire. Let's see what Itchy that gets with Dustman here. 1 sec, but he's could stop that sec because he got enough health. 2 stops the second one. I don't think he can take another hit, so they're gonna have to wait this one out.
Yeah, RNG giving Itchy a rough time there.
He makes it through. Just it's unfortunate that old RNG gets to Itchy, but it happens. The first zip of the game right there, the one and only that you'll see in this Mega Man.
Well, unless if you're crazy enough to go for the Crusher Zip, that would be your second.
Right. And I guess they learned their lesson where you can't be inside walls. So in this game, if you're inside a wall, it'll kill you. So the trick is to get iframes and to slide through on that balloon as you're getting hit, and your iframes will carry you through the little wall there. But you got to do it at the right time because you can get crushed by the balloon on that ceiling above you if you jump too soon or too late. There you go. Both runners making it look easy. Itchy opted to use these balloon strats here. It's fun to use balloon strats in this stage. It really makes this stage go by quickly.
Yeah, it's just a hair faster than taking Bright. Still have a close race going here, though.
Yeah, not too far off. Let's see what Eddie gives him. Eddie gives Itchy some life. Let's slow him down a little bit, but he needed some life there. It wasn't too bad of an Eddie. Funny thing about Skullman, if you enter Skullman's fight and don't move, he will not move. He's totally dependent on your actions. So, good job by greatjhon to take him out.
Absolutely, yeah. If Skullman's bad to you, it's because you were bad to him.
Yeah, it's funny how that works. Maybe Itchy the Kitty had it back up there. Take that last little enemy on screen there control you if you're not careful. If you run out of flash stopper at the end, that last enemy will show up, and if you're not expecting it, you can get hit and die right there. I've done it before.
That's a quick little miss menu there for Itchy, but nothing too serious. Getting short shields as well.
Nice.
Very nice. Get through that fight nice and quick.
Yeah, Itchy. Skull can give you a couple different patterns on his skull shield, and Itchy getting the best pattern there, that God shield there. It's nice. Now we're gonna see a flash stopper pretty much throughout this whole stage and Dive Man, old Scuba Steve, as I like to call him. The first whale coming up here. Let's see how many shots we get off. Doing a nice and safe 3 cycle. I still use that because I cannot mash to save my life.
Neither can I. I feel you right there.
Man, I tell you what, the mashing skills by some of the runners in this tournament are absolutely insane. Oh, bad squishy.
Bad squishy.
Low jumping squishies are the worst. Sometimes you can make it under there, and when you get that nice little slide under the low jumping squishy, it always makes you feel good.
For sure. Looks like greatjhon's just conserving his flash stopper here to make sure to get through the end. Smart move.
Smart, very smart. Now you'll see this pit in this next screen on the greatjhon screen. That pit is not a death pit. It's actually where wire is. But it's obviously slower because if you go down there, ouch, greatjhon taking a death. Spike Man, the ever elusive greatest enemy to Mega Man. Now they're both back on the same screen again.
Yeah, just like that, Itchy's going to take a little bit of a lead here.
Yeah, greatjhon has no more flash stoppers, so he's going to have to take this whale naturally. All natural. Which makes quick work of it too, actually. Wow.
And no wire for Itchy either.
Good,
it seems
good.
that no one's going to be going for a refight skip in this race.
Yeah. All right, fairly easy boss fight coming up with Dive Man, but he can be a troll. He hits like a truck. If you're not careful with your jumps, he can reach out and grab you.
Yeah, it was kind of troll of the devs to make the weakness the skull shield when he's charging at you like that. I always remember Dive Man being the worst robot master casually.
Itchy just off pixel just by a little bit, and it looks like greatjhon's off pixel too, so they won't get the fast exit. Oh wait, greatjhon did have the pixel, but he didn't jump, so it's hard to tell.
Once again, this is a really tight race.
Drill Man stage is the absolute worst stage ever. But you use you use a flash topper throughout the stage, so it makes it a lot easier. But man, can it be a pain?
There's just so many sneaky spots that you can end up taking a death in this stage.
See what kind of bad RNG they get. Horrible bats for Itchy. Oh! No! Missed a jump input and landed on some spikes. greatjhon opted to take that health up there. Smart.
The other thing that kind of messes with Itchy now is that they're a little bit low on their flash stopper ammo. When you need it through the entire stage like this, it's a little bit tight on that.
And that's what's unfortunate about this stage is the checkpoint for this stage is just now where greatjhon is, and if you die before this point, you gotta go all the way to the back end. It's a long way back. Can really ruin your weekend.
I know Itchy's upset about getting that drop there. Definitely gonna have enough flash stopper to get through the stage now.
That's good.
And
this last little part, oh no!
Oh,
just right before the checkpoint, taking a death in the turret room.
I'm sorry, Itchy. That's my fault. I said that you had enough ammo. I cursed you.
Commentator's curse strikes again.
All right, Drill Man, Mr. RNG himself.
I wonder how many dives is he gonna do, chat? Let's see. I say he gives him 2 dives.
Say one more.
There's one right there. Oh wow, a 1 dive and Drill Man. Nice.
Can't be upset about that.
You cannot. That's a great Drill Man. Great stage by greatjhon. Itchy still having a little bit of trouble, but getting through there, getting back. That's rough. That spike slide is always scary because you never know if you're gonna have enough iframes to make it through.
So I'm going to be wondering, unless if Itchy gets a drop, we'll probably be seeing some skull shield coming up here through this room.
Yep. That's the backup strats right here is using skull shield for those rocks that come down. Gonna cost him a little time because he has to do an extra menu, but all in all, a nice safe strat to use. Especially when you get a little bit farther behind. Oh no!
Oh no!
By a bullet in the back. Oh man, that's unfortunate.
Oh, that's even worse. It's game over.
That is unfortunate. But now he's got all the bright in the world now, so you can use bright again, the flash stopper. Sorry, Chili, I'm calling it the wrong thing. It's flash stopper. Meanwhile, greatjhon making it through Toadman stage. Those waterfalls are scary because underwater rule is in effect for those waterfalls, and you cannot jump out of your slide. You have to do a slide cancel.
Yeah, it's so cruel that they put Toadman stage, or that Toadman stage ended up getting routed at the end of the 8 robos, because like there's just so many great opportunities for you to take an easy death here.
Yeah.
Pretty much everything in the stage is instant death.
It's very, very difficult to optimize, but the boss fight is fairly easy. Toadman just wants to dance. He wants to express himself and dance.
Little menu issues there for greatjhon entering the fight, but seems to be no problem. You get through it without dying, you did a good job.
That's right. Itchy, unfortunately, in Drillman stage, finding out what a cruel mistress this game can be. But still making it through like a champ, just shaking it off and getting through it. greatjhon off to the Cossack stages. Wonder if he'll take. There is a hidden E-tank in Cossack 1 right at the beginning. I wonder if he'll grab that just to be safe.
I gotta tell you, I did not know that E-tank was there until like a week ago. I would have never had thought to go left at the beginning of that stage.
Yeah, it's nice and safe for a race strat, to use because it doesn't waste a lot of time. Just maybe about 2 seconds to slide over to the left and grab that real quick. There's a couple of E-tanks throughout here that doesn't waste a lot of time to get. It might be a safe option to get. Let's see if he does it. No, he's going through like a champ. Let's go, greatjhon. Got this.
We don't need no stinking juice box.
We don't need no stinking juice box. We got this. Itchy getting out of drill, man. I didn't see how many dives Itchy got.
I caught it out of the corner of my eye. It looked like 0.
Oh, wow.
I could be wrong. Please correct me.
greatjhon opting to use flash stopper strats for the checkpoint room, which is smart because it's a dangerous room. Very dangerous.
Yeah, there's a lot of those pits. Those pits can get you.
Oh yeah. Ice physics are in effect. You will slide if you just stop running.
I'm not sure if greatjhon also is aware of the lead either. Might be why taking things just a bit safer.
Which is smart in this race atmosphere, is taking things a little bit slower than what you might usually do and do some safer strats. Don't blame him at all for that. Nice and easy on those triple balloon ladders.
That room is scary.
It is very scary. You can unwanted screen transition your life away in that room. Trust me, I've been there.
I've been there with you. It's Mr. Moth.
The impossible hitbox himself. Got hit 7 of those rings in that small little hitbox. See, greatjhon just missed it one time, twice now, but makes it up. Gets him down. That hitbox is insanely small.
And to make things worse, Ring's hitbox is also insanely small, so...
Right? It's like double whammy. Itchy making it through Toadman's stage just really nicely, actually. Finishing up the 8 robos now. See if Toad gives Itchy any problems. He should be fairly negotiable here. Like I said, he just wants to dance. There ain't nothing wrong with that. And takes him down. Nice. Nicely done. Now, Cossack 2. Everybody's favorite stage, Cossack 2 right here. greatjhon using jet strats, which is safe, but very, very effective.
Yeah, just a hair slower than taking all those balloons and spike slides, and I can't blame this decision right now. Got a solid lead right now, just, stay alive and hold on to it.
Yeah, and you can definitely risk losing your life in Square Machine if you use those balloon strats in that spike room because you're going to run low on health. And this way, greatjhon's ensuring that he's got the extra life to face Square Machine without any worries. So, very smart on his part.
Yeah, additionally, being able to confidently take some D-boosts off of Square Machine is a nice place to be.
Yeah, because unfortunately in the castle stages, if you do die to the bosses, there's no boss corridor reset. It takes you all the way back to the last checkpoint room. Which can be a pain, especially if you die in like the auto-scroller. That will lose a lot of time. Let's see what kind of luck Greatjhon gets with Square Machine. I say he gives him a 2-2. And
Wrong you are.
Wrong again, like usual. You know what? I've never claimed to be right. I'm usually always wrong. So don't listen to me.
I'm gonna go with you. I'm gonna say it's gonna be a 2 on the second cycle.
That's the most common pattern. 3-2 is the most common. So we'll see what he gets. Oh, look at that. You were right. 3-2. Look at that. Itchy the Kitty using jet strats in that Cossack 1 checkpoint room, which is safe. Oh no, I don't want a screen transition, which is not bad. It was only a small one, so it wasn't too bad.
Here comes the exclamation point screens in chat.
Yeah, exclamation point screen.
Yep, right there.
There it is, right there. Oh yeah. There you go. Itchy also using jet for this part, which is very, very safe and smart to do because, man, taking an unwanted screen transition there, man, that's rough. Very good job by Itchy. Now the start of the ever great auto scroller, everybody's favorite auto scroller, Cossack 3.
Someone correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like this was the first auto scroller to end up in a Mega Man game at that.
Well, you got the first one you said. I don't know. I don't know if there's
I know it's a really bold
Man
statement
2,
to make in a room full of runners, but
well, the dragon screen on Mega Man 2 is an auto scroller, so I guess technically speaking, Mega Man 2. So
that game doesn't even have slides.
yeah, but it has a lot more zips in it. Yeah, I would say this would be like the whole full level of auto scrolling, maybe, instead of partial auto scrolls.
Someone thought it was a good idea.
I guess so. See how Itchy negotiates this spike room here. It's like
Itchy's going all in. Here we are, the balloons.
Going elbow deep in these balloons. Look at that. Nicely done.
There we are. Pulled it off just fine.
Now we're gonna take the long way around this screen, which is smart because you can take that hit off that block and lose a lot more health. Obviously, Itchy's wanting to. Oh, yep, taking that health right there was smart because you want to have some extra health to be comfortable with the Square Machine fight.
Whoa, Greatjhon skipping that last
Greatjhon giving me a heart attack right there.
I'm feeling you.
Good lord. Woo.
We get a moonwalk. No.
No moonwalk, but man, I tell you what, that jump was scary. Woo.
That jump makes up for the lack of moonwalk by a long shot.
See what kind of Square Machine we get. Oh, another 3. Right off the bat. Meanwhile, Greatjhon taking out the Cockroach Twins. I don't know the official name for them, but all I know is they're little cockroach and sons of guns.
I always knew those were the. Ooh, was that a 1?
No, I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. I was looking at Greatjohn's screen.
I will say I'm guilty of the same.
But Itchy making it through Square Machine very nicely.
Oh, there we go. Stage Hero confirming it is Cockroach Twins.
See? I told you. I knew it.
All right. In the now famous words of Kumba, we are in Cossack 4, and this is not even a stage.
It's one of the shorter castle stages. Looks like Greatjohn's going to take this extra ammo refill, which is smart move. He wants to ensure that he has all the fare he can have for the later stages. Very, very smart. You don't want to get caught with no Pharaoh for the last fight. That's not fun.
I actually prefer getting a small jump from Squishy right there and just getting the hit right away so I can slide right through the next part.
Yeah, there's ways where you can get through there without taking a hit, but it's got to have some good movement. But taking a hit there's all right too.
There we go. Greatjhon getting the quickest juice box in the whole game right there.
There you go. Never leave a juice box behind unless it's that one in Skullman stage. You can leave that there.
No need.
Sage Hero says cockroach twin. So yeah, twin cockroach twins.
I'm not going to try to pronounce the Japanese and make a fool of myself right now, but
yeah.
So we actually are going to see a difference in this boss right here because greatjhon's running on the US cart, so he'll be able to get 2 free shots in right at the top.
Yeah, whereas the Rockman cartridge will, the Cossack will just move instantly.
And we'll see that when it gets there.
Very good Cossack fight. You know, if you're sliding, Cossack will not move left or right. Oh no! greatjhon just ran right into him, tried to give Cossack a hug.
That
Cossack does not like hugs. Just ask his daughter Kalinka. Very, very unhuggable boss. But the great thing about Cossack 4 boss fight is your checkpoint room's right there. So you're not going to lose a lot of time.
So I've said this before, but whenever I look at the Cossack catcher, I just see the little pinchers as Dr. Cossack's legs just dangling below.
Well, I'm always reminded of the claw game. You know, the claw catcher, and always used to pee me off when I was a kid trying to get that stuffed bear.
I once won I won a Rastafarian Garfield out of one of those ones. It was a pretty good time.
Nice. Well, now you get to read what they're actually saying. It's Kalinka was kidnapped by Dr. Wily. That son of a biscuit eater is the true enemy of Mega Man. Look at them eyebrows. You know, little known fact about Dr. Wily is he smokes 3 packs a day, Virginia Slims. He is angry. Would be too if all I had to smoke was Virginia Slims.
So, Vet, how do you feel about Mets?
You know what? I like Mets. You know, they can be adorable at times, but they also can be annoying. So it kind of reminds me of myself. I feel like I'm the Met Daddy. I call myself Vet Daddy.
I feel like you are kind of the Vet Daddy yourself.
Oh wow, top route by greatjhon, which is neat. I've never seen anybody take the top route there. That's cool to see. A little difference there. It's nice. Keeping us on our toes. Making sure we're paying attention. Appreciate that. greatjhon finding himself in the sewer. Underwater rules apply, and you can really easily tag one of these spikes. You gotta be careful here.
I would go ahead and say that's the scariest room in all of the Wily levels.
Indeed it is. Meanwhile, Itchy coming up to the Cossack fight.
So yeah, we'll see the difference in the Japanese cart here is that Cossack's going to move right away at the top of this fight. And off he goes.
And he actually didn't move too terrible, just kind of slightly downward. Not bad.
I don't know where it happens, but I know that the Japanese cart is 30 frames or half a second faster than the US cart.
I think it's mostly in text, isn't it? And then
I would assume so.
Yeah.
But I know it happens in that stage.
No, Met Daddy is the way he opens and jumps is slightly RNG based. You know,
he can do a lot with this fight. Ideally, you want to get in 3 cycles, but sometimes if he's trolling you, it's not even possible. But it looks like greatjhon is gonna get 3 cycle fight, no
nicely
problem.
done by greatjhon there. Now you want to take D-boots off those smaller meds, you know, to kind of save your health there, because old Met Daddy can hit like a truck too. There's nothing more more than I hate the most than dying to Met Daddy. It'll start you back at a sewer. You gotta make your way all the way back there. Itchy's making up a lot of ground here now, starting out in Wily 1.
Yeah, this race definitely is not over yet.
It's anybody's game, anybody's game. greatjhon on my favorite level, the rush jet level. You're gonna see a lot of rush jet used here throughout the stage. Kind of help you with the jumps and the. Whew, that was scary. He was on the back edge of that. He was on the back edge of that rush jet, and you gotta be careful there because if his nose touched the wall or the ladder, it'll despawn, and you're down in a hole. greatjhon showing these mummies who's boss. 6 consecutive quick hits or like that, making it look.
Here's
easy.
a little scary room, and oh, it looks like he's not going to get it.
Tail edge. Oh yeah, he's having some trouble with this room here.
He's going to opt to shoot the bats.
No. These bats can be trolls sometimes, but yeah.
Oh. Yeah, you kind of have two options here. You can either try to take out the bats, which greatjhon is deciding to do here, or you can just reset the screen and go for it again.
Yeah, he's having a little bit of difficulty, but finally he makes it through, which is... That room can be a pain sometimes, but, you know, you just gotta grin and bear it.
She taking out Met Daddy right now. Looks like got a long cycle on the first shot.
Get you kitty finding out why they call him Met Daddy. Dropping Met right down on his head.
That pile driver.
Oh! No! Oh! Definitely. See, Met Daddy not feeling the love either. He tried to give him Met Daddy a hug too, and Met Daddy dislikes the hugs even more than Dr. Cossack does.
greatjhon with everyone's favorite glitch, making Taco Trash trivial.
Yeah, you want to come in to Taco Trash fight with Toad Shot to skip the life fill animation, switch the drill, hit him in the hitbox to get rid of that hitbox that is, and then stand behind him and just throw them rings right in his face from behind. Very easy trick to do.
Oh, Itchy taking another death on in a Wily 1 here.
Yeah,
actually, no, I did exactly that just a couple of days ago, and that is a painful place to go.
Yeah, it is very painful. You know, it's spawning that rush jet a little bit too high. Couldn't make the jump up onto him. Very hard to get that done just right. greatjhon jumping into refights here.
Grabbing an extra juice box.
Extra juice box, both ammo refills. Is smart. He wants to be nice and fully loaded.
Switch to dust here, fill that up, and off to the races we go.
He's really, really should feel comfortable going into refights with plenty of ammo now. Yeah, unfortunately, every time Itchy starts to gain a little bit of ground, something unfortunate happens. But that's Mega Man 4 for you, you know. It can be cruel sometimes. You think you're doing good, and then all of a sudden